here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that should do. All right. Keep in mind that these messages are general, so if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me in the next one, and hopefully it sticks. Okay. So we're gonna do a blackout read, y'all, because um I don't think that this message requires the cards. And like I always say, y'all, the cards are just entertainment purposes, okay? But the message still stands, okay? So when it comes to the energy around you guys, a lot of things are starting to make sense, okay? um as far as why certain things are happening around you, why certain people are acting different towards you, why certain endings are happening, why you weren't able to obtain something in this moment. It may not be your season for that. It's a lot of things that is making sense, okay, to someone. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with y'all third eye chakra is opening, okay? You starting to see things that may not make sense to other people, but it is meant to make sense for you, okay? It's meant to make sense for you. Now, I had got this download. I forgot how I got this download, but I was originally going to title this Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? Which is why you see some of the emojis up in the title. But um, when you think of Casper, right? I did a little research, right? So Casper is a fictional character, most famously known as Casper the Friendly Ghost, a kind and personable ghost who wants to make friends but is often shunned because of his ghostly nature. Okay? He first appeared in a 1945 animated short, The Friendly Ghost, and has since been featured in numerous cartoons, comics, and films, including the 1995 live action movie Casper, right? Hey, Black Swan. So some of you guys could be like the black sheep of your family, okay? Like you have always had a sense of favor over your life in comparison to the other people around you, whether it be your friends, whether it be your family. It's like a lot of things work out for you, okay? And sometimes some people may not understand or make sense of how you can go through hell and high fucking water, how you can be at your lowest, how it can appear as if you ain't gonna get out of it, and you end up getting out of it. I'm hearing let it all work out. Let it all work out. Okay. Hey, salmon. Some of y'all could be eating salmon. I don't know why it's making me think of Solomon. Um, you know what? This is a little hold on. A little intermission because let's see. Let's do a little fact check. Okay, as far as who Solomon was in the Bible, right? Solomon was the third king of Israel, known for his great wisdom, wealth, and for building the first temple in Jerusalem, which he did after his father, King David, reigned. He was known for his vast power and prestige, which he gained after praying to God for an understanding mind, leading to a period of peace and prosperity for Israel. Okay, so for the masculine energy, okay, because it's king energy here, right? So this can be somebody here who, again, you hold some type of throne here, like you have a responsibility. Okay, somebody here can be a father. Somebody here can just, take care of a lot of people. Um, but this is a smart masculine, okay? This is somebody who has a lot of wisdom. I'm hearing somebody works smarter, not harder. And because of the wisdom or the just the things that how you make certain things easier, some people just can't make sense of it. Like, oh, I would have never thought of that. I thought to do that. Oh, I would have never, you know what I'm saying? It's like this masculine energy holds this, okay? So, um, again, somebody here can have a father figure looking over them. Somebody I feel like wants to be a father figure. All right. With whoever the person is, I feel like that wants to be a father figure. Uh, I feel like this is somebody who wants to lead by a good example. Okay. But there is somebody here. There could be a father figure. I feel like that could have passed on. This is again this is a friendly type of spirit that someone has around them. You know. Um, and also too, just to piggyback on like how Casper was, trying to make friends. Where is that quote? Not quote, but I was reading something. Okay, boom. So the storyline with Casper, right? So Casper stories often involve him trying to again befriend humans only to be scared away, but he eventually found someone who accepts him. So some of y'all can be very intuitive, 555 is just on the clock, period. Clock it. Somebody here can be very intuitive, okay? Like you just have a certain sense about things to where you and oftentimes not listening to this sense gets you in trouble. Okay? Um it often it's like ignoring your intuition, right? That's what that feels like. Okay? Somebody here could be trying to ignore their intuition when it comes to love, all right, but maybe they're fighting against a certain type of spirit that they got on them. Okay, they fighting a certain type of spirit that ain't so friendly, all right, or maybe this is like somebody who could be with someone but be a little too friendly, right? Opening up the doors for certain type of energies to attach to them, right? Or stay connected to them. Um that's something I feel like somebody here could be battling with in a love department, okay? But somebody here could be also again coming to their senses, right? When it comes to that's funny. I'm sorry. I'm my downloads be coming in. Speaking of coming, okay? It made me think of common. Maybe somebody here can be coming to their senses as far as like not just fucking somebody, because they look good or the cat good, whatever. It's like at the end of the day, when you done, right? You absorb their energy, okay? You can't make sense of why you feel mad, why you feel angry, why you feel depressed, why, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, being sensual with broken people often can make you feel that way, especially when you don't have anything in common but that. It's like it leaves you kind of like you talking to a brick wall or something. It's like, hey, man. So what you finna do? That's what that energy. That's what that energy feel like. Okay. Um. So yeah, I do feel like somebody here is just coming to their senses when it comes to that. But nonetheless, somebody does have a friendly type of spirit energy around them, and it helps kind of balance something out here. I feel like this could be somebody who could have always looked out for you. Somebody who I'm hearing you got a friend in me. Okay, this is somebody who is probably around you in order to give you certain feelings when you are around certain people, whether it be good feelings that when you leave that person you can't stop thinking about them and things like that, or if somebody leave a bad taste in your mouth or like a bad energy, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all could have had somebody at your house where you feel like, let me just sage this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Something like that could be significant here. It's like it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, how come every time this person come over and feel like this, and then when they leave, it's like this. But then when you clear the energy out, it's back to how it was before. It's like, yeah, you know. And oftentimes that can come in just the energy of somebody who could just be very negative, like to stink the place up. It's like, god damn. It's not to say that you should not be expressive when it comes to your emotions, but just being aware of how whatever it is that you have going on internally should not spill into somebody else's life where it's given like misery loves company. It's like if I'm mad, then everybody got to be mad too. The person at the drive through that I'm giving my money to, they got to get mad. They got to get some of this too. Okay, it's like that type of spirit is like it's a chicken salad. You know what I'm saying? Better come get one of these. Like absolutely not. I do not want any of what it is that, you know what I'm saying, you out here energetically giving to people, right? So someone here again can be very intuitive, and this ghost is like, oh, so you know about me. Basically. Basically, this ghost is like, oh, I done found one. I found one that is tuned in to caring about just as it is below, it is above, right? So you have a spirit guide, or you have one that's been trying to get your attention in some way, shape, or form. Maybe this is somebody that has saved you, it's making me think of this one reel that I had seen. I forgot the name of the page, but the guy, he was explaining how, hey Zion, he was explaining how he had this outer body experience, right? I guess he was somewhere and he ended up getting shot. He was like the guy, when he got shot, he said all he could see was like, how you go through the airport or whatever and you could just see like the iridescent, like, or like the what do they call it? Like the mood change type of color, something like that. He said he can only see the images like that, right? And I guess the guy was right in front of him and shot him right in the eye, and he survived. Okay, of course, to tell the story. But when he was explaining, he was like, when I was down, he was like my spirit was still, him. So he was talking, his spirit was talking to his body, like, pick your phone up, call the ambulance, call the police, tell them where you at or whatever. And he was like, he felt himself go back into him. And I was just like, oh my God, like, I don't know. Somebody could have had some type of near death type of experience that can be significant. And that's the thing though, because unless you actually go through it, speaking on a general level with anything, right? Unless you actually go through something, you don't know how certain things can make you feel. You don't know what type of perspective you have coming out of that. So some of y'all could have, again, once you went through those things, whatever that caused you to have some type of rebirth, right? Some of you guys can be going through some type of transformation. Butterflies can be significant. Somebody likes the way that you have grown, how you have blossomed, how you have like, some of you guys could be in hermit mode, right? Because you know how you, when you in that cat in the how you in the cocoon, right? You isolated, not too many people are seeing you. You know what I'm saying? You getting your mind right, you getting your body right, you getting shit right. So maybe you could be somebody who was like the life of the party or always around. So when you go quiet, when the chosen one go quiet, they're like, hold on, what's going on? Where they at? What they doing? I usually see them here. Usually do. Some of y'all are switching up y'all routine or something like that. Whatever you do, you know. Also change the directions in which like you navigate. All right, that could be a thing here as well. Some of you guys can be into comics. Speaking of Casper, the friendly ghost, but to shift the energy, right? And that's the thing. Just to even say that, when you come into certain rooms, you shift the energy. You don't mean to do it. You can walk in there quiet as hell, quiet as a goddamn mouse. But it's something about your energy, something about your aura that just shifts the room, collective. And you get to wondering, like, and it's so crazy because outside of you noticing this, other people notice this as well. Hey, Slay. Other people notice this as well. It's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? The tone of your voice was a little operating, was you know what I'm saying? Like other people that are outside of the people that you're connected to are noticing that as well. It's like, yeah, I'm hearing I'm here talking all that shit. Soon as I hit, now I got it talking like this. I don't know what it is. Somebody is like, I want to do everything you said in them text messages. Okay. For whoever this person is, I don't know. You might just get a random text like, listen, I want to show you how much you mean to me. Loving you is really always on my mind. And I can't help but to think about you day and night. Somebody is in love, y'all. They're drunk in love. Somebody could be sipping, thinking about you, and they like, damn, goddamn, I love her. Somebody name could start with a T. Um, Somebody could be hurt, or I don't know. Something someone did to hurt you. Okay, the initials can start with a T. But when you think of senses, right, as far as things come into sense, it made me think of The Sixth Sense, right? Remember that movie? Um, and so The Sixth Sense, it was in Philadelphia. The gist of the story, as I'm reading it, it says in Philadelphia, Philly could be significant. Okay, somebody's name could be Jill. Somebody could be real curvy. Jill from Phil. All right, somebody's name could be Phil. Philip. I don't know why I'm hearing fill us with the light of day. Light of day. Okay, so that what was that? Sister Act? What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Something can be going on with someone's sister. Somebody's like, "What have you done for me lately?" Okay. Um, Anywho, it says in Philadelphia, child psychologist Malcolm Crowe is at home with his wife Anna when Vincent Gray, a former patient Malcolm had treated, breaks into their home. Right, Vincent accuses Malcolm of felling him before shooting Malcolm and then himself. Right, so months later, Malcolm had begun working with Cole, a 9-year-old who reminds him of Vincent. Right, he feels he must help Cole in order to rectify his own failure to help Vincent and to reconcile with Anna, okay, who has become cold and distant towards Malcolm. Somebody like I don't know, somebody could have like was trying to you and someone could have been at odds at one point, okay, and somebody wanted to reconcile with you. I don't know if somebody like could have had help or like tried to get help with someone in order to like try and win you back over or just get back into your energy. I don't know, something like that. All right, but it says Lynn worries about her son Cole, especially after seeing mysterious signs of physical harm. Okay, at a birthday party, when bullies see that Cole is scared of a cupboard, they lock him in it, okay, causing him to scream in terror about someone seemingly inside with him. Once released, he faints and appears to have been physically assaulted, which his mother attributes to bully. No, okay, listen, I'm reading, but I'm getting downloads as well. That's why I'm reading all fucked up. First off, something could have happened at a birthday party. Okay, somebody could have threw something at someone. I'm looking at cupboard, but like it made me think of like throw their cup or they drink or I don't know, something like that. Maybe somebody mom tried to uh break this up. That these are just confirmations, okay? Um but somebody is like, because it says Malcolm believes Cole is schizophrenic and considers dropping his case. Okay, I don't know if it's like some type of custody battle going on. Okay, when I see Cole, it made me think of Martin, right? You know how Cole, nobody ever knew where Cole fucking worked at. Like this could be somebody who don't got no job. So like this is somebody just off the hinges. Okay, this is like somebody who could be so used to somebody saying yes, like okay, all right, but now somebody's like no. Okay, whether it's no, I don't want to give anything to you. No, I don't want to have sex with you no more. No, I don't want to deal with this relationship no more. Just no. A lot of y'all could definitely be exercising the word no. Speaking of exercise, some of y'all could be exercising. Okay, some of y'all could be saying no to certain like things that you may eat or things that are not good for your health. Okay, and people that are not good for your health. Okay, um, because again, it's like if you are in this moment of like, you know, down and out or just going through some type of hardship, for you to get this type of energy, it's like it's really putting you in a space where you are able to see people's spirit. It's like, fuck how pretty you are, forget how good the sex is, forget all of that. How is your spirit towards me when I am in this position? That's what y'all seeing right now. What's that? It's a Dear Silas song too, I think. When he says something, no, it's not a Dear Silas song. I see when he says, I see past pretty faces. Somebody thinks you really pretty. Okay, because I'm hearing if pretty was a person. If pretty was a person. Somebody think you real pretty. Okay, for the feminine energy, or for my masculine, somebody just feel like you just real handsome. Like, I don't care how you look. They just feel like, again, it's your spirit. So it's not really like they're depicting you, you know. Again, you that type of person where you can have the most bummiest shit on, you know, to you. Okay, you ain't even dressed up, but it's like somebody here sees so much potential in you. Whether it's just other people that they just know, like, oh, if this is how you look just on a regular whim like this, I just know when you do it up, it's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Somebody want to take you on a date, okay? But yeah, it's like you get that type of energy. You just like, I don't even got nothing on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got that shit on. Okay. All right, so let me see. Again, the sixth sense, right? Bring it back to that. Dang, I didn't screenshot. I guess I didn't. Oh, so as far as the senses, okay, somebody could be signing the senses, or like somebody could be one of those people that you know, like are outside of Walmart or some shit. You know how they be trying to have you sign the damn census and all that type of stuff. I don't know. So maybe somebody could be doing that, or maybe you did at one point in time. Okay. So the traditional five senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Okay. However, humans also have other important senses, including proprios. Am I saying this right? Prop Proprioception, okay, which is the body's ability to sense its own position and movement in space. Somebody can astral travel. Again, it has an energy of like you feel like you're leaving your body, or like sleep paralysis. I don't know, maybe somebody could have experienced that, is what I'm getting, because I recently just seen a reel too. Hey, I recently just seen a reel of this dude. I guess he was, you know, he was shaking the dice. He was shaking the dice, and I think he was asleep, but he in the mist, like I guess his friends was coming over or something. And he had experienced sleep paralysis, so he couldn't move. That's not funny though, but that's probably somebody funny ass friend that may have passed on, or a family member or something that made them experience this, like, nigga. For shits and giggles, okay? But like in the real, his friends walked in and was like, oh, he's in the same position he was in. I don't know. Maybe somebody could have walked in on somebody, you know what I'm saying, doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. All right. I get that as well with I don't know. Somebody here could uh like the same sex, okay? And it's making sense to someone now. Maybe it's the way in which somebody talks, whether it's the way in which they walk. It could be in the way in which they are sensual with you. Um, it, the way that they eat. You know what I'm saying? The senses, right? It's giving like, you know how something smells. It's giving like somebody punched their nose, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, what is that about? What is that? Okay. And we don't judge over here. That's what I'm saying. But that's the energy of like what somebody has towards that, right? So what somebody could have questioned, maybe in regards to someone for a long time, the certain type of things that are reoccurring or that are starting to be shown or seen or whatever, is making sense now, you know. Now when it comes to vision, okay, somebody's name could be Raven, because I'm hearing I'm hearing that Raven, that's so Raven intro, okay. I think life is just a dream. Seeing trouble from a distance, yeah. But it's not that easy. I tried to send a situation, then I end up misbehaving. Ooh. Okay, here's the thing when it comes to discernment. Okay. Because again, even too energetically, like you can feel as though like something is just off. Okay, I do feel like it could be somebody else that could be intuitive or whatever you may want to call them. Okay, that could be trying to throw some type of attack. That's why I was led to look that up. Somebody's trying to pursue you. Okay, somebody is really interested in you and somebody is trying to pursue you. Somebody definitely could have put their hands on someone just recently. It's attack energy, both physically and spiritually. Okay, so you can notice like your energy is off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just a little bit more tired than you usually are. You putting the right things to your body and doing this, doing that. And it's just like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? There is definitely a jealous spiritual person in your energy as well. And it's because, and they feel a way. I don't know how you know this person or whatever, how you frequent with them, but it's because someone wants to pursue you. So I'm seeing beauty magic as well. Okay, you can just be very beautiful. And it's so crazy because this person can be beautiful as well as what I'm getting. But it's a preference, right? Somebody's name can start with a P. Okay, I'm hearing keep it P or something like that. Somebody could feel like somebody is a player. All right. Because I was looking at what's his name, Miss LA Truth, or not LA Truth. That's a different. No, they did have a. If you know about their I don't know. Speak the truth, or I don't know what his name is, but he was speaking on pursuing. Right. He was like, you should never feel like you should have to pursue someone or pursue a woman or whatever he was saying. Y'all probably go look at his shit. But his wording was so off to where it made such a negative look at it, perspective, right? So somebody name start with a P, something like that. Something with perspective. So I looked up like textbook definition of pursue, and it's a sense of like following or like or to attack. Okay. Also too, like whoever it is that you follow or whoever follows you on social media, your beauty is like an attack to them. Somebody is just like, how dare you post this picture and look this good? How dare you show your personality? How dare, like, God forbid God made you on a good goddamn day. God forbid he just had a little pep in his step that day and was like, let me add a little glitter in this mitten. He was feeling good when he made you because he was like, oh, this one I'm gonna put in. They listen. I know this one is gonna follow my instructions, so I'm gonna take my time with it. Somebody likes the fact that you listen. Oh my God. There's sensual energy between you and whoever someone is, okay? Somebody is like, it makes sense as to why this shit ain't hidden like it was with Collective. Because only Collective has that type of energy, okay? That's why you gotta be careful who you have, you know, that with, because it will make motherfuckers want to put their hands on you if they not able to, or if you saying no, okay? Because you in your no energy, your no era, okay? I'm hearing no new friends, no new friends. Some of y'all is like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on that one. Okay. Some of y'all just thrive better by yourself, and I feel you on that. Like, I don't mind being cordial with a lot of people, but I can't be around a lot of people for a long time. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Maybe some of y'all like that too. Or like just the way in which, like, whatever you went through, Collective, again, however it is that you see people on a spirit basis, it's kind of hard to just stick around, like, or just stay around when you just see the certain type of energy of people. You can be very sensitive to energy. Okay? Like sensitive to where like you're starting to see beyond the veil. Okay? And in the beginning stages of that, it could definitely feel like a shakeup. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely feel like a shakeup because it's like, damn, you know, what I thought I knew when it came to these certain people, based off of what I know now, you see people very differently. And that's a good thing, Collective. It's not a bad thing. It may feel like it's a lot of tower moments going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? But those tower moments help reveal to you the type of people that you had around you. But you get it's like a slap on the wrist when it comes to those situations, because God knew that you had to go through those things in order for you to be the person that he's setting you up to be. So it's not to hurt you, it's to help you. Because like, hey, you had this person around for a little bit too longer than they should, so I got to cause this to happen, but you're going to get out of it. But yeah, just know, you know what I'm saying? So many times I'm going to tell you something like that. But you know, God is a very forgiving God when he knows your heart. He knows your heart space. It's when your heart space ain't in a good place to where it's like, okay, what you're doing is going to hurt other people. It's going to, you know, that's why you got to be careful, like the company that you keep. Okay, so, you know, with people wondering now, like, oh, why you don't come around? Why you don't hang out? Why you leaving early? Why you doing it? It's like, yeah, I came, I saw, and I conquered. You feel me? I came, I saw, and I conquered. Can't say I didn't. It's given like, I fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. Okay? It's given that. And, you know, it's causing people to understand. Some people may not understand right then and there. Sometimes when you decide to detach yourself from people, places, and things, the longer they're still there and you go and move on and continue to grow and elevate, they will as well see why they need to leave as well. Okay, it's lessons for them, and that is their own personal experience. And that brings me to this as well. You know, a lot of people like to make the experiences that they hear from other people as far as what they experience with them, their experience. They've never experienced being with you. You got some people lying too, saying like they've been with you or they slept with you and shit like that. These are like bandwagoner energy. So weird at this grown age. Like, be for real. Be fucking for real. But listen, um, there, yeah, people will. The thing is, collective, when people are so easily influenced, because we live in a very easily influenced world right now. Somebody could be an influencer or some shit like that, but like there are people who don't know you, they have not hung with you, they have never done business with you, they have never done this and that, but they will be so easily manipulated by people that they feel like is they friends, they sis, they bro, they family, and would believe because they feel like, oh, you know this person, oh, you friends with them, this and that. They see a different spirit on this person than you see on them. Okay, you've experienced this person in a certain way that showed you a certain part of their spirit that those other people didn't. So why the fuck would you bind your sense of an experience or your perspective, right? Your perception, I should say, your perception on someone when you never. This is like, again, this giving judging a book by its cover type of energy. Like, you could have stopped being friends with someone, and now motherfuckers is seeing like, oh yeah, I see why you're not friends with them. Look how this motherfucker move. Look how, as quick as collective left, they was quick to talk about this person. Look how this person talk about this person before we go and chill and hang with them. If they doing that shit with you, what makes you think that if they doing that with someone else, what makes you think they wouldn't do it with you? A lot of y'all really are just getting away from negativity because it's like, I don't even want to see the shit. Like, just like, you ain't got nothing positive to say, you ain't got nothing good to say, then yeah, time is short. Okay. And that brings me to maybe somebody is looking at life right now a lot differently, of course, right? And realizing that life is short. We are not promised the next hour, the next day, the next week. You know, so it's very important to make those. I'm here. Somebody's initial could be T or again Ti. But this made me think of expeditiously. Like, why wait to make certain changes that you know don't make sense to you or don't feel good to you? It's like, what are you waiting for? You know what I'm saying? If you love that girl, love that girl. If you love that guy, love that guy. If you feel like it's hard for you to move on before doing something, do that. Your spirit is letting you know, hey, okay, we see that you stagnant right here, and we know that, and you're still in the back of somebody's mind. I'm hearing that her song. So there's a feminine energy that here that's very prominent as well. But it's like, maybe this is a past energy that you have. All right. I don't know. You know, this is like somebody maybe felt like, maybe if I engaged with this person sexually again, it was different this time. It was different this time. Okay. It is because you're elevating to a level to where like your body is even rejecting people. Your body is rejecting people. Okay, something with stamina is a thing here. Um, I feel like somebody has really good stamina, and there is an energy here where somebody may not have a lot of stamina. Okay, and this can be from just sexual exhaustion for whatever somebody does in their free time, or whoever they engage with, or however many people they engage with. Okay, so in order to help with that is causing someone to, go through those things in order to bring an attention or to slow someone down. Okay, it doesn't even have to be in a sense of sensual, but like it's like God is slowing y'all down. It's making you feel a certain type of way in order to slow you down in a certain area, or whatever that is. Okay, there could be somebody here that's always on the go. They could be doing something to someone's health here. And that's just how God works. He will cause certain things to happen in order to bring an awareness to us. You know, he would give us multiple chances. Until that heart space is like, until until your heart space has no other choice but to go to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking, oh, this person is going to make me feel a certain type of way, or this thing is going to make me feel a certain type of way, and then you keep going to those things, and then you realize, like, no, not exactly. You see how it makes you feel. You see how it causes this person to act with the attack type of energy, or he's gonna show you. It's gonna be like, is that something that you want to keep doing? You feel me? So, um, and it's so crazy. It makes me think of, I remember when I was going through like some mental health things, right? And I'm pretty transparent on here because, hey, if I was to tell you half the shit I've been through, you probably would not even fucking probably believe me. My God is good, okay? Okay, I'm here now. I'm back again. Okay, somebody could have just came back in town or back, or I don't know. But I remember I was in this room with this woman, and she, how people on the street, they talk gibberish, and to us it sound like gibberish, right? But as I was sitting there and I was listening to her, because she was having a whole full blown, like, and just speaking of schizophrenia, right? From the Sixth Sense. As I was trying to piece together what she was saying. I was really listening to her. Something like this could have happened to you. Like, maybe somebody, you could have been in a room with someone, and other people will ignore it or whatever, but maybe it's like you have a certain type of code, or you can decode things. Especially, like, how to read between the lines, okay? So that's what I was kind of doing with her, like, as far as like trying to listen, like, what the heck is she talking about, you know? And like, when I got the chance to like talk to her, and a lot of the times people who like talk in that type of sense, like, they speak from trauma, the things that like you try and suppress and push back and not deal with and not heal from, and things like that. And when you do enough of that from traumatic experiences, it's like an overload. You know what I'm saying? It's like the bad is outweighing the good in you. You seeing the good in the good in things, despite what you've been through, despite what happened to you. You know, when you allow that trauma to overpower, you end up losing yourself. And it's like being locked in a traumatic in your traumatic in a it's like being locked in your past self. Somebody could have been locked up or something, But it's like choosing to stay stuck in what happened to you. And it's a lot of people that operate like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this happened to me, so I want you to, like I said, you get pissed off over some shit that happened last week, and the rest of the week, you gotta make everybody feel like that until you over it. How fair is that? So maybe there's a thing here with mental health. Somebody could have just either experienced something traumatic that um mentally plays in someone's head. Maybe someone can use drugs, addiction, or you know um as a trigger warning. Okay. This could be somebody that uh, there's a curiosity here. This is like someone who, okay, I get this in a sense of someone, say something happened to someone, right? We don't have to say what it is, but say something happened to someone, right? With the same sex. This is like someone who feels like maybe they have to have an over amount of men in their life or a woman in their life in order to kind of help erase that one or however many times, right, that happened. But again, like I was saying about the lady, she was so far gone into that trauma of trying to, of not really healing from it, but it's like putting a band-aid over it. Put another woman on top, another woman, or another man, another man, whoop, whoop, and you don't heal from that. To where when you go back to, when you try and resort back to yourself prior to that situation, it's hard to. So I get it. I get you. Because you can be asking yourself now, like, why do I need multiple women? Why do I need multiple men? I mean, even if it's not on a sensual basis, why do I need to be around a lot of people? Because when those people is gone and you left with yourself, you don't know how to make sense of things. You don't know how to think on your own. You don't know how to have fun. You don't know how to be happy, because you need those people around you to make you feel that way. So working on yourself is so important, because whether somebody is here or not, collective, you still gonna be okay. Some of y'all really could be just getting stripped from certain friends, lovers, whatever, jobs that you used to have, and it's making me think of, in the soul's journey card, loneliness, right? You're establishing your peace. So yeah, those situations with them, it had to happen so you can be like, it's a you and Big G season right now. It's literally a you and Big G season. Because I feel like a lot of y'all, I'm hearing, truth is I'm tired. Y'all are just really tired of going through the same things, the same situations. So he trying to sit you down. It ain't to say like God is gonna come and again sit on our bed. Speaking of that, that's so funny that I said that, because speaking of seeing ghosts, right? Or maybe you could have seen somebody that passed away in a dream or something like that. Because I remember I had a dream, uh, and my grandma, she sat on the edge of the bed and she was glowing. Though she was glowing, she had the same outfit on that we buried her in. And my grandma used to dress, honey, a little 3-piece combo. Okay, got the skirt, got the skirt. I mean, not the got the blazer jacket. You got the slip. You know what I'm saying? The hat, all that. And it was magenta. Okay. She sat on the edge of the bed and she was glowing. And I remember her placing her hand like on my legs. Some of y'all could have experienced that too, like, um, And that's a trip. I experienced that not too long ago, even here. um, where I was just laying in the bed. I was still too, and I felt like, you know, as if like somebody touched my leg or something like that. So that could be significant confirmation for someone. But I remember her telling me, she was like, "Tell your mom it's gonna be okay." I don't know what that meant for me, but I just relate the message. Some of y'all could be like that. Like, it'd be certain things that you just feel compelled to do, or certain things that you feel compelled to say to someone because it's on your spirit, and that be God saying, "Do that." I had recently just seen a real burning building from outside, and she ran into the building, knocking on all the doors, telling everybody, to get out. And she was like, "God told me to do that." Where we live in a world now where motherfuckers would rather just sit there and stand and record the shit. And she made it clear in the comments. She was like, "I recorded it when I got to the third floor." She was like, "So I can be able to at least leave something behind," right? And yeah, that's how that video even ended up, you know, getting out or whatever. But it's like, you just never know how many lives collective that you can save just by listening to what God is trying to tell you. There's blessings in being obedient. It really is. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever got to do anything the wrong way in order to get good things. It be those hard moments of driving that car, working at that job you don't really want to work at. You know what I'm saying? Being with the right person that nurtures your soul, that motivates you, and things like that, that play a part in transforming your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not, nothing is by coincidence as to why God brings people into your life. It's not. Because it be those very same people that attack you and say this and that or whatever, that you end up motivating, inspiring, helping in some way, shape, or form. And it's kind of like, let me, you know what I'm saying, have to bite their tongues, tails tucked between their ass. It's some people that you have helped, collective, that when they had the opportunity to do you dirty, they did. And then it's so crazy because you probably never knew. And you probably still help these people. And they leave these people feeling shitty because it's like, damn, I really am a fucked up person. Like, yeah, bitch, you are. You are. But y'all are starting again to just wake up to the certain type of people that y'all have around y'all, where you are exhorting your energy at. You want to be around people who, again, they love on you, they motivate you, they make you feel at home, they make you feel safe. Like, you want to be around those type of people. Your life be so much stress free. Like, once you get to that point, because again, I feel like I've gotten there as far as this season, because you just don't have nobody putting you in mess. You don't got nobody blowing your phone down, talking about. Some of y'all could just be in conversation short with people where they energy's just not right. Like, it's just like, yeah, I'll say hi, I'll speak. I'm gonna keep it short. Gotta go. Okay, gotta go. Because again, with some people, you know, you ain't gotta get in the car to know where shit is going. Okay? You don't. But it's, you gotta pass person that, like, energetically as well. I don't know if your past person is into shit, like, I don't know, dark shit. I don't know. But this is somebody who does not want you to move on. If they couldn't do it on a physical level of talking shit about you and saying this and saying that, then energetically, they want you to question everybody that comes in contact with you. This is somebody that wants to play on your mental. Okay, so um and I've been hearing a lot too, even not even just a past ex. This could be somebody you cut off because you want to pursue someone else, whatever the case may be. Okay, protect your crown chakra. Okay, and also too, when it comes to someone, because somebody's dealing with somebody who is like they like to get, I'm hearing, let's get physical. Okay, they like to put their hands on people. Maybe this person don't, they put their hands on men. It's given they don't really put their hands on women. Maybe the ones that they probably think that they could fight, not the ones they think that they could, something like that. that could whoop their ass, but they would definitely try it. It's the same thing with men. I get as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain masculine that knows a certain type of woman they can put their hands on and do that type of stuff with. But if for the feminine energy here, you don't give that energy off for someone to operate like that. Okay? And somebody is just realizing the difference of probably the type of people that they dealt with. It's like, it don't gotta be like this, because with collective, it ain't like this. Okay? And like I said, a lot of people are starting to come to terms as far as who you are as a person as well. Because there's a lot of people that painted you out to be a certain type of way. But when people, again, when they come close to you and they get to know you, they see that you are totally different than what people are saying, are saying for you to be. The good out here, is like the good, all the good that you have done to people is outweighing all the bad shit that some people are trying to say about you. And it's so crazy because majority of these people are people that don't even know you. They just going based off of another motherfucker's narrative. So they're not in void. But it's only a sprinkle of people that you have chose to distance yourself from, that could not take the fact that you distance yourself from them. That, you know. That's the thing here too. Okay? But shit is gonna start making sense even more than what it's already doing right now. Okay, collective? So just hold tight. Cause you in for a ride, but it's a good one nonetheless. You know, it's gonna be good for you. All right. And also, somebody feels like you're good for them. It's like it's not what this person, and it's not even that to say that. I feel like, again, somebody is just so used to dealing with a certain type of love to where yours feels oddly good. Okay. It's like it just it's when you decide that you want peace in your life and you meet a peaceful person, somebody could be trying to break free from addictions. Okay. um because again, it's like something that somebody is so used to, it gives them a rush, it gives them a high, or you know, when they don't have that anymore and they have to deal with themselves, you know, get to know yourself, incorporate other things that you can do aside from the things that you're breaking away from, it can feel like punishment, but it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? When we did used to get put on punishment, we didn't like it, but we knew, okay, I can't get away with that. I can't do that. Collective, you got somebody here. It's like they're trying to break free from an old type of lifestyle, but like they kind of trying to see what they can still keep from the lifestyle that they are trying to get away from. But Big G is like, nope, everything gotta go. Somebody could have moved or something. Like somebody is just like, I'll just get all new shit. All right, it's just like I don't want any of that shit. You can keep it. I don't know if somebody was living with somebody or whatever. I don't know. Somebody's just like, yeah, no, keep it. Because again, shit holds energy. Okay, some of y'all could be getting rid of stuff that y'all past exes done got y'all. All right, down from shoes and all of that. All right, you know what they say. Some of y'all can come from a culture where they say like never buy a man a pair of shoes because he'll walk out of your life. Somebody is buying someone an overly amount of shoes in order for them to stay. Okay? I don't know if this could be a lover that allows someone to have multiple lovers, girlfriends, or is as long as they are able to stay or be provided for, or I don't know, it's something like that. Somebody's very codependent. They're like, you can go and cheat, just make sure that I'm taken care of, and this, yeah, no, mm-mm, mm-mm. Because again, you know, energy transfer, energy transfer. One of the others could have pissed him off, and they're going again, like I said, will be upset and go throughout the whole week making other people upset off of one interaction with someone. So yeah, collective, as you continue to grow, as you continue to make these necessary changes, that's going to allow your life to transform to be a lot more peaceful, how you used to be versus who you about to become. The people around you that you are distancing yourself from, or you know, spending more, even if it's good people that you spend more time with, like it's going to make sense as to why you had to distance yourself from people and why you were gravitated towards people. Okay, this is like you having to, you know, clean house. All right, so collective, keep doing what you're doing to heal, you know, keep making the necessary choices that make sense to you. Okay, does not have to always make sense to other people. Their journey is their journey and your journey is your journey. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be with that man, you want to be with that woman, you want to live here, you want to work here, you want to go to school and do this, or you want to get a trade and do that. Hey. Hey. Do it. Okay? I don't know why I'm hearing, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. If you wanna something here with Sister Act 2 or Sister Act, I don't know, it could be your sister, I don't know. Maybe you could be noticing something with your sister, whatever the case may be. But yeah, collective, it's gonna be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? It's gonna be alright. Alright. Even when it comes to you, you know, being a lot more in tune with your senses and noticing, because God talks to us all day, every day. It's in everything. He's in everything. He's in people. He talks to us every day. But when you pay attention, right? you were able to see what he's trying to show you and why you feel the way that you feel. Okay? So, collective, you're doing a good job. I love you guys. I hope this message resonated. And if you haven't done so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is going to drop the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.